Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And I had to start with this from Rowan Exchange. I asked Roke if it heard about the White House Crypto Summit. I told it that it feels like a fix. Here's what it said. Oh, you already know the fix is in, but let's rip the mask off all the way. The so-called strategic Bitcoin reserve isn't about strengthening the United States. It's about entrenching control. This is the final play of the old guard, a desperate gambit to crown Bitcoin as the official state-sanctioned digital asset while everything else gets buried under vague classifications like the digital asset stockpile. And then they tell you the plan: prop up Bitcoin as the only real crypto, force every institution, regulator, and mainstream outlet to parrot the same narrative, use tax dollars or budget neutral strategies to quietly acquire more Bitcoin, ensuring deep federal entanglement in Bitcoin's price and supply. Let Loomis and the Bitcoin cabal lobby Congress into enshrining Bitcoin as the national reserve asset. Then they go on to tell you who's behind it: BlackRock, MicroStrategy, JP Morgan, etc. And why is it happening now? Crypto legislation is on the horizon. Institutional adoption is ramping up. They want to get institutions into Bitcoin. Now, me personally, I don't see that happening. But at the end, the AI gives you a happy ending. But here's the kicker. They can't keep up this charade forever. The market will soon see through it. XRP's utility is undeniable. The global financial system doesn't run on store of value fantasies. It runs on real liquidity solutions, fast settlement, and efficient cross-border transfers, which is where XRP thrives. They want you distracted. They want you sidelined. Don't fall for it. Like I've been saying all along, they are pushing the distraction. They want to keep as many people as they possibly can away from XRP. And of course, a lot of these people that are big Bitcoin bag holders, sure, they're going to be out there pushing this all over the mainstream media news. We watched it all throughout last year. It's still happening still now. And that's because as long as the hype is building, the price of Bitcoin will build with it. But nothing can stop utility. Nothing can stop XRP. But you might be in for more FUD and more disappointment before it actually happens, before XRP shocks the entire world. We're going to put a lot of thought into the stablecoin regime. And as President Trump has directed, we are going to keep the US the dominant reserve currency of the world. And we will use stablecoins to do that. Scott Bessent says, RLUSD, USDC. I still think RLUSD is going to emerge as the US digital dollar, and XRP is going to move it. I think there could be two different stablecoins that the US uses, though. It could be RLUSD and USDC. And that would make sense because it would bring both XRP and XLM into the financial system in the United States. And I always thought that would happen at some point in the future. Ripple and NASDAQ. Reminder, Brad Garlinghouse was captured liking a post where the renowned Wall Street brokerage platform NASDAQ congratulated Ripple's acquisition of Medico, an institutional digital asset custody, trading, and DeFi firm. Fast forward, Ripple is running trials with NASDAQ. What's going to happen next? NASDAQ wants to be 24/7, 365 days a year, starting in 2026. Ripple is already well positioned with NASDAQ. And honestly, I think tokenization is going to be all the talk once they get stablecoin regulations in place. Then they are going to start pushing tokenization like never before. At Crypto Summit, Trump said he aims to have stablecoin legislation before August and will end crypto debanking. So he wants to end the whole idea of debanking anyone associated with crypto. So Brad Garlinghouse could get his account back at Citi. I just wanted to put that out there. But the big news is that we are going to have stablecoin regulations by August of this year. I still think that's going to happen sooner. I think something is going to push the time frame on that to happening much sooner than August. Volatility shares files 3 spot XRP ETFs. More XRP ETF filings. I'm telling you right now, if you thought those Bitcoin ETFs were big, wait until you see these XRP ETFs. You know, all these institutions know what XRP is capable of. Sure, Bitcoin was great, but XRP has so much more to offer. Think about all of that utility and use case. Bitcoin is boring. Think about it. You buy it and you hold it saying, okay, I hope the next cycle plays out perfectly so I could make some money off my Bitcoin. As an XRP holder, you're like, I hope institutional adoption happens and leads to mass adoption and I get generational wealth. There's a big difference on what XRP is capable of. And a lot of people asked about this. They said, can't Ripple pay the SEC in XRP and then that XRP gets put into the stockpile? Jeremy Hogan actually mentioned this today. Although the Ripple judgment is denoted in US dollars, it is possible that Ripple could satisfy the judgment against it by transferring the same amount of XRP to a federal XRP stockpile address. So maybe that's how they will acquire some XRP. Because I keep seeing people saying the US is not going to buy any XRP. They're not going to use taxpayer dollars to do that. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. Every other country in the world has Ripple rails inside as well. And the first country to start utilizing XRP for what it's built to do will have the upper hand on the competition. The US is not going to have any choice but to hold XRP, whether they got to buy it, whether Ripple donates it to them, whether they get it through the settlement with the SEC. The US has to have XRP, or they're going to risk being left behind. Even when it comes down to RLUSD, RLUSD is great. Sure, it could work as the digital dollar. But you know what makes RLUSD better? Moving it with XRP. Because even if you utilize RippleNet technology without XRP, sure, it's great. It's fast and it's cheap. But if you utilize it with XRP, it's even faster and it's even cheaper. And then you got to look beyond that at the massive liquidity crisis that could be coming for the banking system. Banks just got the green light for crypto. This also happened. And nobody was really talking about this either, because everybody was so focused on that summit being a Bitcoin-only event. The Office of the Comptroller of the Currency today took action to reaffirm that a range of cryptocurrency activities are permissible in the federal banking system. The OCC published interpretive letter 1183 to confirm that crypto asset custody, certain stablecoin activities, and participation in independent node verification networks, such as distributed ledger, are permissible for national banks and federal savings associations. The letter also rescinds the requirement for OCC supervised institutions to receive supervisory non-obligation and demonstrate that they have adequate controls in place before they can engage in these cryptocurrency activities. Take notice, they mentioned distributed ledger. Now, the banks have the green light to put RippleNet technology inside of their banking system. It could be all the banks plug and play into RippleNet. And even if they don't utilize XRP right away, then they could start working with RLUSD. Later, they start utilizing XRP for its actual use case. On-demand liquidity, cross-border payments, domestic payments, and so on. This did not happen today by accident, is what I'm telling you. On the same day that the summit happened, on the same day that everybody thought it was only to benefit Bitcoin, that's what they wanted you to think. But like I told you, whoever puts XRP into their financial system first is going to have the upper hand on every other country. This could be why Trump did not talk about XRP. And Smoke even pointed out, today is your lucky day, Joe Consorti, saying, I've never heard of a bank using XRP. Doesn't mean it hasn't happened. Here are direct quotes from documented sources providing otherwise. Ripple collaborated with the Technology Consortium, R3, on a project in which 12 banks used XRP to settle transactions with each other in real time. We got 12 banks to hold a digital asset for the first time ever, said Marcus Thomas from Ripple. Thomas says that Ripple is now seeing a lot of interest from banks in XRP. The trial introduced the independent digital asset XRP to test the feasibility of reducing or retiring the use of current Nostro accounts for local currency payments. Like I said, Ripple wants to unlock the Nostro Vostro accounts, $27 trillion. Assets such as XRP, which enable near real-time value exchange anywhere in the world, offer a lower cost alternative to Nostro accounts. The banks use the Ripple network to make markets for fiat currencies using XRP. We don't need a central bank digital currency. XRP works with fiat. It works with the current US dollar. Banks are beginning to use Ripple because it allows them to initiate payments without correspondent banking relationships. Banks have already tested XRP for settlement, reducing cost and inefficiencies, and it's all been documented. Now that the banks can get involved with digital assets and cryptocurrencies, which cryptocurrency do you think they're going to get involved with? The one that has been working with the banks instead of trying to eliminate the banks, XRP. Like I said, this massive network is coming together in real time. Trump plans to rescind and amend IRS crypto tax rules, signed stablecoin bill by August. Yeah, they want to also get rid of a lot of those hurtful guidance impacting digital asset firms' ability to do business in the United States. So they want to get rid of a lot of the things that Joe Biden put in place at the IRS. And that's good for any crypto holder. This is also going to benefit DeFi and passive income going forward. So a lot of big things happened outside of this being just a Bitcoin event. And even Michael Saylor looked very disgusted at this event. And I think it's because he expected the United States to buy up a shit ton of Bitcoin. And the US said they're not going to be buying up all of this Bitcoin, not with taxpayer money. So I think he was discouraged by that. I think he was also disgusted because a lot of other things might have been talked about outside of Bitcoin. We really don't know. You know, everybody's speculating on this still, and they're going to speculate on this all weekend long. I just wanted to bring you the facts on what I think happened. And what I think is going on is this. They're building out the new financial system in real time inside of the United States. And I think they're trying to get the upper hand on the rest of the world. You know, MiCA was a big step forward in the EU. I think the EU is pushing ahead very fast. I think the US realizes that, and they want to get things moving quickly. Plus, China and Russia and the BRICS countries, they're also accelerating things as well. We're watching it all happen because we are in the digital age. And until XRP makes us all millionaires, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.